and today we are just going to be doing a quick video on how you change the rear brake light bulb on this is a 2020 MDX, but it's gonna I'll put up on the screen the years that this bulb change will be valid for. So it's a pretty easy switch for the light bulb. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure you have a Phillips head screwdriver, and you're going to need to pop the trunk, so you can go ahead and press the open button on the key fob, or you can do it from within the vehicle. And I've got a tire and some other stuff in there, but it's not a big deal. So the first thing that you're going to need to do in order to get to the brake light, which my left one is the one that's out, is you're going to have to pry this plastic piece back. Looks like it's already kind of loose, and you don't want to break the clip, so you want to do it quite gently. Once you pry this piece back, we're going to remove the screw up here and the screw down here. So these are not in there very tight, so it should actually be quite easy for them to be loosened and come out. It's quicker obviously if you're doing it with both hands, but for the sake of the video I'm just showing you how easy it is. Okay, should be all the way loose. Okay, so once you've taken the two screws out, you can now move this plastic piece back, and the headlight housing itself, this whole thing, should actually slide out. So if you give it a little pull, a little tug, we'll put this back in after, but if you give it a little pull here and a little tug, now you see the headlight housing slides out. So once it is out, you can see that there is 3 different connectors there. You're going to go ahead and disconnect them all, because it's going to be easier to take the headlight housing all the way out. And there's just a little clip that you push down in order to pull it out. Okay, so I couldn't show you with the one hand, but you push down on these clips here, you push down on the top of that one, and on this one you push down here, and when you push down then you pull back, and you don't have to do it very hard, it's not on there very tight. That then gives you access to the whole headlight housing, in which any of the bulbs that need to be replaced, for me it is the rear brake light, so these should just twist, should be counterclockwise in order to come out, and then I'll be able to put the new bulb in. When you put the new bulb in, make sure you have a cloth or some kind of rag or some gloves available, because you don't want to directly touch the bulbs when you put them on. That's the recommended thing to do. Okay, so like I said, it's an easy turn counterclockwise, and then you pull the light out. Once the light is out, this bit here easily pulls out. You can see this is the rest of it. So once the bad bulb is pulled out, now we're going to use gloves and go ahead and put the new bulb in. And as you can see, this is the bulb type 7443. I got these from Advanced Auto or AutoZone. It's one of them, I can't remember, but this is the bulb type that you need for the rear brake light on an Acura MDX. Okay, so once you've got the bulb out, you're going to go ahead and put it back in this hole. You're just going to go ahead and push it in real gently. It clicks in place. After you've done that, you can then put the bulb back in the headlight housing, and you are going to put it in place and then just turn it clockwise, and it clicks in place. Can only kind of go in one way. So once you've done that, then we'll be ready to reinstall the light back into the section and plug all of the pieces back into the wiring harnesses. The wiring harnesses, you can just press them in really gently. It does not require a hard press at all. They all only fit in one way, so you can't mix up which one goes into which, so don't be scared of that. But once they're in, now we can put the headlight housing back in, and then we're going to screw it back together. Okay, once you press the headlight housing back in, it should be nice and flush. And there's one other piece that I need to put in, which this little piece came out as I lifted this up. So this little piece is going to go in this hole right here. And it clicks into place. And then it's going to connect onto the bottom part of the this housing. And don't force it, but these clips and this, they should all slide onto place fairly easily. And there's one up here too. But before you clip it all back into place, get in the car and make sure that the brake lights are actually working. Turn the car on, so let me go ahead and do that. Make sure that the left brake light is working well. Let's test the brake lights. Okay, so now that we're satisfied that the brake light's working, now we can go ahead and put these two screws back into these two holes before we button this back down, and then we'll be finished. Remember, the screws are going to go in clockwise. Just a little side note, while you're screwing in these screws, you may have to apply a little pressure to the light, pushing it in, just so that the screws line up, and so that when it's back in, it's nice and flush with the body lines. I made one little mistake when first putting this thing back on. It needs to be on this so you can push it in, otherwise it won't slide in the hole. So make sure that's on first, then you can clip it down. Okay, once it's all clipped back, everything should be nice and flush. This is the norm, how it usually is. Everything's nice and tight. Make sure this is all in place, matching the other side. Just make sure that it all looks right, and then after that you are done. That's the end of the job. Only thing left to do really is to just drop the hatch, which is up here in case you're new to MDXs. And there you go, job done. Oh, need to push this tire back. There we go. There's my second blunder for the video. Just joking. Okay, now it'll close. All the lights are back to working. No lights are out. And that is it. If you have any questions, leave me a comment, leave me a like, and subscribe to the channel.